and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you are new and you like makeup, beauty, hair or hauls, then please consider subscribing. So for today's video, I'm going to be reviewing some new makeup that I have picked up over the last month. There's not all of it is brand new on the market, but it's new to me. But there are a lot of new bits in here as well. I've got some stuff I've got a palette from Game Beauty that I'm really excited to try because their eyeshadows are so good. I've got some Maybelline, I've got some Rare Beauty, I've got the YSL Blush, I've got some Revolution, Benefit, Made by Mitchell, Iconic, some Sheglam, and the new Tirtir setting spray as well. So firstly, I'm going to do eyes, and we're going to go on with this palette here. So this is from a small indie brand called Game Beauty. I have tried some of the makeup before and I thought it was absolutely amazing. So this one is the Elemental Blast palette in 05 Electro. And I believe these are an American-based company. Oh yes, I've just remembered when I originally got this, and I showed you in the last video, the bottom pan fell out onto my desk. I did manage to kind of salvage it, but I'm going to have to show you a little bit like this. So yeah, the palette is the same as the outer packaging. And this is the colour story. So this is the one obviously that fell out and broke, unfortunately, because it's stunning. But as you can see, it's very kind of purple themed, or not kind of, it is purple themed. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matte shades and then 3 shimmers. This one's a multi-chrome just here. I'm sorry I can't show you better than that, but I don't want this to fall out again. So here are the swatches. How beautiful are these? Honestly, they're so nice. The quality of these shadows is absolutely stunning. This one here is the multi-chrome. It is beautiful. I don't know if oh, there we go. So it kind of changes from a green to a purple to like a goldy purple. It is really nice. Really nice. It's just a shame it's smashed up, but there we go. I can still use it. Right, so I'm going to start off by going into my crease with this shade here, which I think is probably the palest shade in there. So Static Charge. It's like a really gorgeous pastel purple. Yeah, see, look at that. For a pastel shade, it's got such a beautiful pigment to it. Look. I do love purples anyway. Yeah, it's weird. Purple, as in general, isn't my favourite colour at all. You know, I wouldn't personally wear purple in, clothes or anything, but I love it in eyeshadow. Oh, I love that. That is such a pretty shade of purple. It really is. And as I say, for a pastel, it blended so easily, like effortless. So for the outer part here, I am going to go in with, I don't know whether to go for this one here. Oh, this one here or this one. I think I might go for this one, It's a little bit warmer. So it's Energy Recharge. Look at that on the brush. It is such a beautiful colour. Oh, I love colours like this. Like warm toned purples are probably like my favourite. Oh, it's just such nice pigment as well. Yeah, if you haven't come across Game Beauty before, I know they're a small brand, so I'm aware that a lot of people watching this probably won't know who they are or have heard of them, but do check them out, because honestly, between this one and the other set of makeup that I tried before, I'm really impressed, really impressed. I do find that a lot of indie brands, they put so much effort and time into producing the quality and the outcome basically of their products, and they're just so beautiful. They really are. Oh, I love it. Just look at that. It is absolutely stunning. Right, so for a shimmer, I really want to go for that kind of multi-chrome one, but then because I've used this darker shade, I also want to go for that really pale one. No, I'm going to go for the Pout one. I know some people are going to be like, oh, because they really wanted to see the multicolour, but I did show it in the swatch. But yeah, so I'm going to go for this one just here. So that will be Blinded by Light. Look at that colour though. It is beautiful. Right. Oh, it goes on really nicely with a brush. I always love that. Yeah, I just think that the paler purple is going to look so much better. I think that the darker one will look really nice on like a halo eye. I absolutely love that. I really do. It is the most beautiful pale purple I think I've ever used. It is a little bit duochrome though. Can you see? It's kind of like purple and I don't know, a bit silver maybe, but it is really nice. I love it. And next we'll move on to mascara, and for that I have the new Big Lash mascara from Evolution, and this is the Burgundy one. I absolutely love the Maybelline Burgundy Haze mascara. It's probably like the Sky High mascaras in general, to be honest, are one of my favourites. I've just ordered the more purple one. I think it looks stunning. But yeah, so this one, the wand is like this, so it's more kind of like, I don't know really, like that, combed. And we're going to pop this one on. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be enough, you know, because obviously I've used quite a dark purple here. And yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to kind of blend in, if you know what I mean. It separates the lashes very nicely. I do love a plastic wand for that. And it is a really nice shade of burgundy. It's not as dark as the Sky High one. Like the Sky High one, I find, unless you get really close, I mean, you still get the effect from the undertone of it, but unless you get really close to the lashes, you can't really tell that it's burgundy, if you know what I mean. Whereas this one, I feel, is like a bit more of a true burgundy shade. So there's one coat compared to obviously nothing. My cat scratched me yesterday here, by the way. Yeah, we were play fighting and she proper clawed me. I was like, thanks for that. Yeah, but I just feel like it definitely separates them really nicely. I just don't feel I'm getting a lot of volume from it. Even my, well, mind you, that's blooming good. Like the Primark mascara that I normally use is so good. Yeah, and it's cheaper than this. I mean, this isn't expensive. It was like a £5, I think. But yeah, I'm just not really, I mean, bearing in mind this is where the pale shade is. Can you see it's just done nothing for my lashes at all? And my lashes are quite long. I mean, it's flicked them out quite nicely at the end, but yeah. And there's how they look with two coats. It's not the best, if I'm honest. It's okay. You know, it's an okay mascara. It's not the worst. But I like my lashes to look more like bam. Like I need volume. Yeah, and bearing in mind it's called Big Lash as well. I'm just not feeling that at all. I think I'm going to have to go over with a layer of my Primark one. Yeah, that's way better. Way better. Right, okay, so we'll move on to the base now, and I'm going to start off by doing a little bit of primer. I'm not going to do a lot. I don't often use it, to be honest with you, but this is the Pore Eraser Blurring Stick. It's very obvious. My channel is all about showing real skin and how, you know, makeup layers over, you know, real skin. There's no filters used whatsoever. So one of the most obvious things about me is I do have large pores on my cheeks, and I'm going to see if this will help to not blur them, but mattify them underneath my foundation. So this is what the product here looks like. So it's the Sheglam Pore Eraser Blurring Stick, and it's quite big actually. It's bigger than I expected, and then it's like a white sort of coloured product here. It looks very similar to the e.l.f. Putty Primer. And what I'm going to do is, as I say, on those areas where I have more kind of open pores, I'm going to put it there and there only. It definitely, I'm going to put it on my nose as well, it definitely works to mattify the pores. And then I'm just going to take my finger and really push that into the skin. Yeah, it definitely works. It, you know, it mattifies for sure. If I come up really close for you. So this is the side where I've just applied the product. You can see it's really kind of dulled down, mattified those pores. I brought it up to kind of around here. And then I also did it on this side of my nose, just here as well, compared to this side that hasn't got any on. You know, it does really make a difference. It does, it works. And there's the both sides now done. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that actually. It is definitely something that I will reach for kind of, you know, every time I do my foundation, as long as my foundation obviously layers over it okay. Because yeah, it definitely does the job. So there we go. Right, so talking about foundation, that's what we'll move on to next. So I have the new Maybelline Superstay up to 30 hours Lumi Matte foundation. So it's this one here, really nice packaging. I don't know if this is going to be a little bit too dark for me. I did say that I got this from Look Fantastic and I did a haul and I did mention it in that haul, but we'll see. If it is, it is. It's not what I can do about it now. So I'm going to take 2 pumps. It looks a bit warmer than I'd normally go for. I think that's what's throwing me. Yeah, what shade did I get this in? Ooh, got a cloth stuck in my drawer. 115, which, yeah, I think was quite a light shade on the colour chart, but that's the problem with buying online, isn't it? That's all right, actually. That's not too bad at all. As long as it doesn't oxidise, I think we're going to be fine. So it feels really nice and kind of quite liquidy going on, which I really like. I don't like my foundations to be too thick. So this is definitely what I would say is my kind of foundation. I've got a really crusty spot there, so you're just going to have to ignore that, I'm afraid. I have tried to kind of moisturise it as much as I can. Oh, it looks really nice. Like really, I didn't put a very thick layer on at all either. So I'd say the coverage is pretty good. And I've got a lot of redness in my skin, especially at the moment. I used a product, well, a mask, and it really triggered. It was lovely. Like the mask I used was really nice, but it really did trigger my rosacea. So I'm super red at the moment. That's not too bad, is it? I haven't gone down my neck. Oh, I don't know, actually, it is a little bit dark. It is a bit dark. That's fine, we can drag it down. Oh, that is stunning, really nice. I was looking forward to trying this because I have heard amazing things about it, but look how beautiful the finish is. It is matte, more matte than I would normally go for, but because it's got that kind of luminosity to it as well, it's really nice. It's like a glowy matte. I don't think I've ever seen a foundation quite like that. And look how even things look on that side now compared to, look at this side. I mean, obviously there's scratches, but it's so patchy and blotchy. You know, as I say, my rosacea is really bad at the moment, so we've got loads of redness in patches around here. And look, it's just even, beautiful, flawless, I would go as far to say. Really nice. And as well, that primer underneath, I mean, I've still got pores, you know, I'm a human being, but they're not as visible, I don't think. Look at that, look, it's even. I mean, you can still see them slightly, but those scratches, it's even like covered those quite nicely as well. So we're all on now. I think that that might actually be one of the nicest foundations that I've used for a while. It is a little bit warm for me, granted. It is a little bit on the dark side, but it's really nice. It's beautiful, lovely. And bearing in mind it's a matte foundation, you know, and I have particularly kind of, I would say, combination skin, so I'm oily around here, but then my T-zone area is quite dry. Yeah, beautiful, really nice. No complaints about that whatsoever. In fact, I'll probably use that quite a lot. So I do also have a concealer. Well, it's not a concealer, it's an under eye concealer. So it's the Positive Light Under Eye Brightener in Light from Rare Beauty. Absolutely love this brand. I think I have every single product that she's released, and love all of them. I was really excited to try this one. So it looks like this. So it's a pretty cool kind of D shape packaging. And then the doe foot has a little metal kind of cooling applicator here. And I believe this is quite a light concealer, as in light formula. So I am here for that because that's the sort of thing I like. Excuse the plain outside. I'm just going to pop, I don't use loads, a tiny bit just there. And also just there as well. This applicator is so cold. It's really nice. If you are someone that does it all underneath, obviously that would feel lovely, but I'm not. So I'm just going to take my concealer brush just here and very gently, kind of almost in sweeping but patting motions, just blend that in. I'm just going to take my sponge just to blend around the edges. Just use my finger just to press in any excess. Oh wow. Do you know, at first I thought it hadn't done anything, but my word, look at the difference. Like in the brightness of my under eyes, I can really see a difference. It's so light as well. It feels really nice. It almost feels like skincare. This is the kind of concealer that I absolutely, keep wanting to say foundation, that I absolutely love. Really, really nice. Oh, that is beautiful. Yeah, non-cakey. It doesn't look like I've got anything on my under eyes. That's what I dislike about concealer on my under eyes normally. You know, I'm in my 40s, so I've got crepiness of the skin under there. I've got fine lines, you know, it happens to us all. And I find that if I use a thicker concealer, it just clings to those areas and it just makes my fine lines more obvious, basically. Whereas this has done quite the opposite. Because it is such a thin formula, it just sits so nicely. I love it, absolutely love that. So pleased I got this. It's been around for a while as well. But yeah, no, definitely something I'm going to use in my everyday makeup routine. Over the moon. So far, so good. Right, okay, so the next thing I need to do is just apply. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to do the powder towards the end because that's just how I like to do it. So next, I'm going to just finish off my under eyes with just a little bit of that kind of pale purple. Sorry about that. And I'm just going to literally put a wash of it underneath. So this is the pastel colour that I used in the crease up there. And I'm just going to put a very sort of light layer underneath on my under eye. Of course, all kicking off out there. I've got the blooming bin man there. Someone's strumming by the sound of it. I'm hoping it's not picking up on camera, but if it is, it is. Beautiful. Yes, very nice. I do love that shade, I must say. Right then, so for what have I got next? Oh, bronzer. Yes, I have never tried a Mitchell Curve case and I bought one finally. So these are on offer on Beauty Bay and I picked this up for like 15 quid, bargain. And this one is in the shade Light. So it's like this, like the packaging. And then it's got different shades of contour, bronzer, blusher. Although I'm just going to use the bronzer shade because I have another blush. So it looks like this. And then we've got a little picture on the back of what's inside. And this is what the light one is like. So we've got these gorgeous looking shades of blush up here, or you can use them anywhere, to be honest with you, if you want to use them on your eyes. And then down here we have some really nice kind of warm toned bronzers, and then we have this kind of cool toned one which you could use as contour. I'm just going to go straight in with bronzer. So I'm going to be using this brush that I used for my foundation. And I'm going to go in with this one here, which is the lightest one. I believe these are really pigmented, which is why I'm going for this one, because I'm a little bit scared. That is too light. No, okay. One up, so we're going to go for this one here. Yeah, that looks a lot warmer. I think the other one was just too cool. Yeah, we'll use this one. This one's nice. Not too much, you know, just the right amount of warmth. Just how I like it. Obviously, if you like to be more bronzed, then yeah, go for the darker colours, but this for me is absolutely fine. I might actually use that contour shade on my jawline. Yeah, that's really nice. Do you know what? I'm going to go one up again. So this third one here, which is more of a, almost like a reddy tone brown, and just pat off the excess and just take that up here to where like the top part of the bronze is. Yeah, so actually, I don't think that's coming across on camera, but yeah, it just adds that little bit more warmth up here, but with, again, without being too much. These are really nice and buildable. I can see why they're so popular. I could play with this for ages. Yeah, it's the sort of thing, you know, you can sit and play with it, as I say, for ages and kind of almost create your own colours and your own look from it. Because, you know, you can mix them, you can think, right, I need a little bit of that. No, I need a little bit more of that shade, and kind of build it up to what you want, which is really nice. So that's obviously where I've applied it on that side, compared to with nothing. I think it's really nice, you know, it is lovely. I bet those blushes are really nice as well. I'm going to pop that into a short for you. Yeah, that is just right for me. Not too dark. Nice and kind of a little bit glowy as well, because obviously it's a cream. So next we're going to go on with a blush, and for that I have the new, well, it's not that new, I don't think now, but the YSL Make Me Blush, but this one is in the shade 44, which is Nude Lavalier, or Lavalier. And I've seen so many people reviewing that kind of really pale, almost colour corrector shade. And don't get me wrong, it does actually look really nice on some people. There is a girl on TikTok, she is so pretty, and I think she's partially blind, possibly like, I think she's a little bit albino. That is a term, isn't it? And yeah, she's extremely pale. And it looks beautiful on her, but I haven't seen it look nice on anyone else. But this shade, however, looks stunning. So this is what the packaging looks like. If I'm being honest, this was £33, which isn't the cheapest thing in the world, but I really wanted it. And the packaging of the lid, can you hear that? It just feels quite kind of cheap. I mean, oh no, it's not. This bit's plastic. I thought this was frosted glass, but it's not. It's frosted plastic here. So even that's kind of like, oh, dry throat. Even that is, I'd expect that to be glass for the price, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, the lid just feels a bit cheap. It really does. So the doe foot is like this. So it's like a bit of a diamond shape. And then it's one of the ones that has the little pockets on the inside, you know, where it holds the product. And I'm going to pop I don't know how pigmented it is. We'll go with that much to start off with. So this is just a normal stippling brush. I'm gonna use this up towards the temple. To be honest, this is how I always apply my blush. I like a bit of a lift. That's actually really nice, like really nice. It's not too much. I could probably go in with a bit more. Oh, nice and buildable as well. It actually feels beautiful on the skin. Oh, that is stunning. Really nice. Yeah, it's like quite subtle, but in a good way. That's really washing it out. Let me just move that light. There, that's a bit better. So there, can you see? It's kind of like, yeah, it's blended really nicely, and it's like almost like a natural flush of colour. Yeah, which I really like. Really nice. Oh, I love that. I think that is so pretty. Really, really pretty. It looks so much better in natural light to what it does on the camera. I might try and like put a little clip in or something at the end. But yeah, no, stunning, lovely. The next thing I'm going to do is, before I do highlighter, actually, I'm going in a bit of a funny order today. I'm going to go into my powder. So for that, I have this one here. This is the new Iconic London Velvet Blur Translucent Setting Powder. And yeah, I don't know if this came in other colours. I don't know if this came in other colours, but yeah, I obviously picked up the translucent one. So it's like, you know, the normal Iconic London mirrored rose gold packaging, and there is 10 grams of product in here. So we open it up and we've got a really nice puff. This is stunning, really nice puff. And then if we take the little plastic bit off, kind of exploded when I took that off, we've got one of those little sifters in here. So I'm assuming, I mean, there's some product in there already which I'll use, but you close the lid, tip it upside down, tip it back up, and then open it maybe. So I'm going to use the little puff. I love a puff anyway. I always use puffs for my powder. I'm going to take it on there, and then I'm just going to tap off the excess on my arm. Oh, how smooth does that look? That's really nice. I've only recently started getting back into powder. I haven't used it for a very long time until recently, because I found that it was almost like aging me, like showing up all my fine lines. But as I said earlier, because I'm getting more pores, I have started using it a bit more. It's so fine as well. It's really fine. That gives a beautiful finish, it really does. Right, so I've just used that up, so I'm just going to show you. I'm going to tip it up that way, and I'm going to tip it back up that way, and then there'll probably be loads in here now. Yeah, not too bad. And like that. It's actually a bit, I think it is like a bit illuminating. Yeah, can you see? Probably not. Yeah, it's got a little bit of illuminating effect to it, which I really like. Right, so I'm just going to pop a little bit on my chin. It doesn't feel like this is going to dry me out either, which is good. Go on my nose. Looking good, looking really good on the nose. And then lastly, we'll just go down kind of this bit. Oh yeah, it really does, like it says it's velvet, and it really does almost like make your skin look so airbrushed. Something, to be honest, that I never thought I'd get from a powder, because yeah, powders normally, I don't know, I just find them quite drying. Oh, this is addictive, you know. It is really nice. It makes the skin look so nice and smooth. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. I think that's stunning. Look, I'll get up close and show you as well. I just think that looks really nice. Like, look at my nose. And here. Yeah, big fan of that. Really, really nice powder. So for highlighter, I'm going on with an oldie but a goodie. I have heard incredible things about this highlighter. So this is the Benefit Cookie highlighter. So it looks like this. How beautiful is that? And then if we give it a little, oh, look at that. Stunning. Oh, really nice. I normally go for pinks, like pinky undertone highlighters these days. Haven't used like a champagne-y shade for ages, but I have heard this one's so nice. And we're going to go in. Oh, it's picked up quite a lot. Okay, we'll go with it. I'm just going to put it in the areas that I normally would, which is basically just here, to be honest. Gosh, that's intense, isn't it? Pretty and so smooth. Oh my word, is that intense. Okay, probably picked up too much, to be honest with you. That's better. Oh, it is pretty. It's like proper glowing. Really nice. That's better. Yeah, too much on that side. I didn't realise how pigmented it was, to be quite honest with you. I'm still going to go over it with the sponge just to blend it in. But yeah, that is really quite lovely. I can see why it's so popular. I think it is, isn't it one of, or if not their most popular highlighter? I haven't used Benefit for years. But yeah, I just wanted to try it because I've heard really good things about it. No, it is really nice. I do like that. So to settle this down, I am going to go in with this here. Love Tirtir as a brand. Their skincare is so good. And the foundation, obviously, that went viral as well. So this is the Mask Fit Makeup Fixer. The packaging looks like this, and it says Tirtir Mask Fit Makeup Fixer. The Makeup Fixer sets makeup without clumping for a soft finish. Whoops! It helps set makeup smoothly. Yeah, and then it just says use it like any other setting spray, really. I'm trying to see what if it's got any skincare in it. Long lasting blurring effect, moist finish, 80ml. Oh, centella. It's got centella in it, so it's nice and soothing. Brilliant. Citric acid, sodium citrate. Yeah, nothing crazy apart from the centella, which is a lovely ingredient. So let's pop this on. Oh, that's a nice mist. It's quite a strong mist, but fine at the same time. Oh, it smells nice. Just douse myself in that. Oh, that does give a nice finish. Can you see? Everything's kind of merged together really nicely. Oh, that is really nice, actually. Little bit glowy, but not overly glowy. Yeah, it just looks like healthy skin. Look how much highlighter's on that side. Yeah, that's really nice. I like that a lot. And then very lastly, I have this little combo here to go on with. You may, if you've seen my videos before, you may have seen me talk about these a lot, the Pout liners, because they're absolutely brilliant. They're so smooth, really nice liners, but they're also like a bit plumping at the same time. So, you know, you get that kind of spiciness from them around the edge of the lip, which is a little bit weird of a feeling, if I'm honest, but at the same time, it does kind of work how it should. So this one is in the shade Chauffeur, which is one of the nude ones, and it's just kind of like a very pale nudie pink, like that. It's a perfect kind of one size fits all liner. So I'm going to go on with this first. Just dab off my balm. There we go. Gotta keep holding that the wrong way around. Yeah, they're just so smooth, like really nice. I love this colour. So easy to apply. I can feel the spiciness already. Right, so then I'm going to go on with a Wild Mauve Pink in the Pout Bomb. I love a mauve on the lip. Oh, they smell so good. They smell like ice cream. Yeah, this colour's going to go really nice with this liner. But as I say, it's kind of like the liner will go with anything. Cool, look at that for a glossy lip. They are nice, they're really nice. Like the Pout Bombs, these are stunning, and the lip liners as well. But I've not tried that colour, but I love that colour. A little bit pink for the eye maybe. Oh, it's a bit stringy. Hang on. That's better. A subscriber or a follower told me to do that ages ago when I had a stringy lip balm or lip gloss, and I've done it ever since. So I can't remember who it was, but whoever it was, thank you so much, because that was an amazing tip. But yeah, well, it's a treat. Stunning, really nice. So here is the finished look, and yeah, I absolutely love everything, to be quite honest with you. No, that's a lie. There was one thing I wasn't so keen on, and that was the mascara, but everything else was really, really nice, like really nice. I absolutely love this base. The foundation is stunning, really nice. Even the little pore blurring stick, that absolutely did the job. Like, you know, as I say, I'm going to be using that every day. I love the setting spray, the blush, the powder is stunning, really nice. The highlight is nice as well on this side. That side, that's like a blinding, but no, this side looks better. And what else was there? Oh, the curve case. Yeah, I can't wait to play around with that a bit more actually, because yeah, I think that would be really fun to use. Oh, and the eyeshadow palette, so beautiful, really, really nice. So as always, all products shown in today's video I will link in the description box below for you, along with some discount codes as well. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the absolute world to me. If you did enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more content from me in the future, and you would like to subscribe to my channel. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye!